Back here with another conversation from the Clark booth. Clark, the Forklift. We're at MODEX 2026, and I'm with Nick from Clark. Nick, what's your role with Clark? What do you do?
I'm part of the national account sales team here.
Okay. And now, are you assigned to a particular territory, or when you say nationally, you're the whole country?
That's right. Yeah, we work with named accounts, working direct with some larger customer opportunities, really to drive Clark products out into the field.
And how long have you been in material handling and forklifts?
So I'm relatively new to forklifts as a manual operation. So been with Clark now for about 6-7 months. But prior to that, I spent a good 10 years in autonomous forklifts.
Ah, autonomous forklifts.
Yes.
Where's that at right in the world? Is it taking off? Is it still kind of merging?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of pilot projects, a lot of testing of waters that are still ongoing. And it's the same place actually the market was perhaps 10 years ago, but the technology has improved. But still no one's broken through to really that enterprise level, repeatable opportunity that really has taken the market and growing it in a significant way. So I say you're probably still only a 1-2% market share compared to manually operated forklifts in this space.
Yeah, still a lot of that.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on, Clark's development into electric? Electric has been
Yep.
something a lot of people have been talking about in these interviews.
Yep.
And I hear a lot of people talk about just the comparison of the early age of, comparing that to lithium ion.
Yep.
Now, what are your thoughts there? I mean,
Yep. Yeah. Lithium ion is really coming down significantly in the cost. So the entry point is becoming a lot easier for people who want to make that transition away from IC. It's not just a green thing or feel good thing anymore. It's actually making sense from a dollar and cents perspective as well. And the total cost of ownership, bringing that price point down, but also decreasing significantly the maintenance associated with the truck, drives up, drives down the total cost of ownership for the end user.
so when you're working in the national accounts realm, are there some things that kind of come up repeatedly around just points about Clark that
Yeah.
you want to emphasize with people so they kind of
Yeah.
understand the difference between Clark and the competition?
Yeah, absolutely. We take tough trucks to heart. A lot of companies say that, but we truly do. You'll find our trucks in some of the most dirty, nasty environments, and they hold up well. People like our trucks because they respond well in those environments. So for example, we build force cooled wet disc brakes into a lot of our products. That may sound small and unique. However, what's the big benefit is that you actually increase the longevity of the brakes. And for forklift operators, you get a 5-year warranty straight out of the gate, on our brakes, regardless of what forklift model it is, due to those force-cooled wet disc brakes that are increasing the longevity of those components.
I had Mark Deister,
Yep.
which I think he's either close to or about to get to
Yep.
retire or partially retire. That he talked about that. He talked about the telematics and Clark Smart and some of those things. And when you're working on national accounts, is it oftentimes where you're trying to make sure that your prospects know some of the newer developments along with like what happens with, the new Renegade and all those things?
Yeah.
What are the common things that are, especially this year that you're talking about?
Yeah. Well, the key is to match up, the benefits of a Clark solution along with the needs of the customer. There's no point in talking about longevity if the customer is going to get rid of the forklift in 2 years.
Yeah.
It's a nice to have, but it's not necessary, right? So it's really trying to marry up the needs of the customer to what we can deliver. So for example, on the Renegade, we have an onboard 110 charger. So if you're in a heavy duty application and you need quick charging, that's not going to be great for you. But if you're in a retail environment, the fact that I'm in a store like a Lowe's or Home Depot or an Ace, I can just plug it into the wall outlet overnight, for 10, 12 hours, have this thing charge and be fresh in the morning. That's a great opportunity. Or if I'm a rental company, I no longer, when I rent a forklift, also have to send a 3-phase charger that the customer then has to install with an electrician into the building in order to take advantage of an electric forklift. They can actually use an electric forklift with just that onboard 110. So I'm finding, matching up the customer's needs with with the capabilities of Clark is really what national accounts is all about.
Yeah. Is there something that comes up all the time that always just puts a smile on your face in your day to day?
Uh, yeah, I love working with the people. That's one of the big reasons too. That I'm here at Clark. There's a lot of companies out there, and they all have different cultures. And I really like the fact that people here are willing to roll up their sleeves and get the job done and do what it takes. And I really value that.
Okay, here's my off the farm question. When you're not doing your thing with national accounts with Clark, what do you like to do in your spare time?
Yeah, well, I've got a young family, so they take up a lot of my time. I feel like my son's full time on the baseball field, so we spend a lot of time at practices and throwing ball. But personally, I always like learning new things. I like to travel a lot. Uh, my wife is English. We've traveled the world. Lived 8 years overseas. So for me, travel and learning new places, learning new things. That's always what I'm after. The next adventure.
I love that.
Yeah.
Always after the next adventure. Thanks for taking some
Yeah.
time. I
Yeah.
appreciate
Appreciate it.
it.